And let me know if you're hearing me okay. We got a very janky setup today. We're going through a couple phones and some hotel Wi-Fi, so we'll try our best. We will try our best, that's for sure. Get on Beybladers. Blade Bay X here. Episode 35 of the anime. Also episode 35 of doing these live streams, which is really, really cool to me. That's something I forget every time it's time to watch a new episode. So yeah, I think we should be properly live now. I'm just gonna hit play because I want to watch it and I want to get onto some other stuff. I want to get onto some G1 talk. That's been a lot of fun today. It's been a lot of fun today. I also want to open stuff. Got a couple. I don't need to tilt it up. Got a couple boosters to open up today, and yeah, I'm hoping I pull the Dran Dagger. So I got a couple trying to beat boosters. Hang on. Sorry, I'm just actually going to react to the episode for once. But so Morty's explaining the Hell's Hammer gimmick to Bird right now, and this is like the setup for her not telling him another way to launch it. Like, Brewer has apparently been practicing the same launch for it for like what, a week. And there's the designs being stolen, and we're onto the intro. Yeah, it's been a pretty sweet day, pretty tiring day. Not gonna lie. Just from the point of view of being on my feet all day. So nothing too drastic, but yeah, lots of being on my feet, lots of playing games of Beyblade, to be fair. Not enough eating. Yo, GG. How's it going, brother? Yeah, it's going good, man. I've got I've managed to get the latest episode of Beyblade X up on my phone, so I'm able to actually do a stream. I'm trying to get it so that I can just see the chat constantly, but it doesn't let me do that, which is pretty frustrating. Unless I'm just a complete idiot. Well, I mean, yeah, that is an issue, but I'm sure there's some YouTube know-how on how to do that. But yeah, no, I'm all good, man. How are you doing? Just chilling after today's tournament and filming and practice games and stuff. Got some food in me after I got back, which was nice. Got a couple FaceTimes in with the fam to check in. Need to actually, I might do that while I'm on stream. Be cheeky. I need to massage out my feet. They are sore. God damn, they are sore. So we got the hockey ball here, ready to be my cheapest sports therapist. God, all good here, man. Ready for tomorrow. I'm feeling good for it, mate. I'm feeling really good for it. So I'm going to talk about well, I might as well do it now. It's not like I'm going to react to the episode much, but I have got to finally decide on my combos for tomorrow at some point. I got so much testing in today, I was sat in a pod for most of the day with the G2 champ from Chiang Mai and the G2 champ from the other, from the other mall that they did a G2 at after the one I went to in Bangkok. It's still Bangkok, but it's like on the outskirts or something like that. I'm not too sure why there's a difference in like the jurisdiction and which one's which, but there is. So yeah, in a little kind of like pod with them and loads of other people, just constant winner stays on. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and definitely got some ideas for my deck and things that I want to change up. And the biggest one being really is maybe my deck order and a couple of the combos. So, oh God, sorry, I'm getting messages. So it's probably no surprise. I think I'm going to stick with Rod on 960 ball, and I'm probably going to keep it in my number 2 spot because most people seem to be opening with it or finishing with it. But yeah, so I've got a couple gripes about this right now, and that's I don't think I've got any good ball bits left. I think they're all a bit too, oh God, inverted control, sorry. They're all a bit too flattened down from overuse. And I don't want to buy any more stuff while I'm here, so I don't know, we'll see. I'm hoping from my pulls today in the boosters to get the Dragon Dagger combo. The other one I'd really like to get, I mean, it'd be nice to get another Tyranno Beat and stuff, but the other one I want to get, because I've got 2 to open, is the Hell's Chain combo, because I would like another orb, and I would also like to give the blade to my son, because he really likes the Hell stuff, or Flame Skulls, as he calls them. And you know what? After being here today and seeing some of the kids that are competing, I think he'd be fine, like jumping in. He just needs to get used to like sometimes losing, you know, that's just kind of how it is. But yeah, so yeah, we got Rod 960 ball. I think I'm going to stick with this 960. It's the heavier one I own. It's the one from the new Night Shinobi Night, whatever the UX one is called. Not, oh, it's Knife Shinobi, the Hasbro one, isn't it? Yeah, so Shinobi Shadow, a Shinobi Beyblade, the black one. It comes with a 960. That's my heavier one, but it is like, I don't know if this comes up. It is a bit more grindy than my my other 960s. My other 960s like spin a bit easier. So I don't know. That's one like smaller issue to think about. But one thing is, it feels, out of all my games with this one today, I think it only burst twice when using this ratchet. And I know you don't want it to burst at all, but I must have played like 100 games with this combo today. Like, I played so much today. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, so I think this is going to stay in the number 2 slot. Now, for a while now, my number 1 slot has gone to Phoenix Wing on 360 taper. But because Tyranno Beat is now in the format, and this will be my first tournament where it's allowed in the format tomorrow. Through my testing with it, like I did the stream the other night and stuff, testing specifically Tyranno Beat stuff, it's a great blade, and it seems stupid not to use it. Oh, the Beytuber kid's here now. So I do want to use it. It's fantastic. I'm having great results with it, but the biggest issue really has been figuring out what bit to put it on, you know. So I was trying Rush, and I quite liked it. I was trying Hexa, and I do quite like it on Hexa, but not for this current meta. I don't think Hexa is the way to go. I'm kind of trying to steer away from unpredictable bits at the moment. So even though it's really good, like bits like Hexa and Point, for example, they can go a bit wild without you wanting them to. So I do like Point though. I think Point works well with Tyranno Beat. So I do think Hexa and Point and Rush do work well with Tyranno Beat. But by the end of the day, Taper was really, really, really good. Really good against Rod, really good against Phoenix. I was having mirror matches with Dino 560 Taper against Dino 560 Taper, and I was coming out okay in those matches, like percentage-wise. I think maybe lost of the mirror match, like maybe one round. It was by over finish though, which is unfortunate, but I think this might be the way to go tomorrow, and this might take my #1 slot. This might be what I open with, because it is a bit of a beast, and people are, so some other people are opening with their Tyranno Beat combo, but most people are opening with Rod and Phoenix. And out of the 3 blades I want to use, which are Rod, Phoenix, and Tyranno Beat matches up well with both Phoenix and Rod. I saw the photos, bro. That launch height, you might start looking like Quasimodo by the end of the year. You got a hunch, have you? Yeah. I saw that picture. Well, so of course I saw it. I shared it, but yeah, my back was sticking up way too much in that one. So that was earlier in the day when I was still launching with my feet where I normally would have them, because we're just around that little stadium, but probably not too long after that, actually. I was trying my best to remind myself to stay in the kind of areas we're going to have to be launching tomorrow, because like it's really funny having these little plinth things. I wish they just like made a frame for the camera to be on instead of making this whole like stand, because it forces you to stand on these like awkward blocks and stuff. And it's like a really low down camera, so we'll have to see. But I'm grateful to be starting in the top 16 regardless. Like, I'd rather have all of my matches in there tomorrow than none of them. So yeah, pretty stoked on that. But yeah, I think I might open with Tyranno Beat tomorrow, 560 taper Phoenix Wing or Cobalt Drake competitive. I would pick Phoenix Wing over Drake pretty much 100% of the time. Like, I don't deny that Drake is a useful blade. It's heavy, okay? And the shape is good, but my problem with it is the balance. It's so off balance, and not in a way that I feel like it makes for a big singular impact like a Night Shield does. Like, if Drake was like a 3-headed blade and it had that off-weightness, I think it would be really, really cool. But because it's 4 and it kind of leans towards one side, like, I feel like you either hit something hard early, or there's just too many times I've seen like the stamina of Cobalt Drake just be there and then just doof, like almost like flip over on its head, because it's so heavy, and when it runs out of stamina it's just got no life after death. So I don't know if sticking disc ball on there will make much of a difference, but yeah, I've had a bit of a mixed feelings with Cobalt Drake, but if things go well for me, I'm gonna keep testing with it, because I was chatting with the Chiang Mai G2 champ today about like what's legal if we qualify for Malaysia and if we qualify for Tokyo. Of course, Tokyo, we all know what that is, but I don't know what the ban list is in Malaysia. So I don't know if they'll allow us to use Cobalt Drake, and if they do, then I definitely need to make sure I'm testing with it, because yeah, I don't want to miss a trick, you know. Are the other competitors staying near you? Well, it's a bit of a mix. So there are, oh sorry, and to answer your previous question, sorry, the chat disappears when I'm doing it on my phone, so I miss it. But can you kneel, or do you have to stand? No, you're allowed to kneel. A lot of people do. The main reason I don't is just body mechanics for a stronger launch. Like, you want your feet planted, but yeah, you can 100% you can kneel. The majority of older gents like us tend to. So yeah, 100% you can do that. Bring like your roofing knee pads or something like that with you, like workman's trousers with some knee pads or something in them. You'll be fine. Sounds pretty comfortable, actually. I might start doing that. But yeah, Cobalt Drake, very cool, and I'm very happy to own one, so I get to actually play and practice with it. But yeah, I don't know, it never captured that, like, yeah, this is the one for me, you know. Alright. What was all that crap everyone was saying a while ago about Rex and Queen Manju not being on the boxes and stuff because they're not going to be in the anime? Do you think Vice Tiger Blade will be a meta? I hope so. I mean, it might just become meta because of its design alone, just because people want to use it because it's cool. So I think it'll be very popular, and because it's popular, it might just become meta because you have to deal with it. In terms of will it be like better than other blades, I think a lot of that with the design that it's got will depend. Like I know it's the same with every blade, but it will depend a lot on the weight they give us. If it's 33, I think it can compete, but like Wizard Rod's like 35 grams, man, and I don't think they're gonna be like it might be at that point where they just escalate at the end of the season, you know, and everything jumps up to around that kind of weight on average now, and that's the power creep we get. That might be a thing. I don't think so though. I don't think we're just going to get like, bam, super powerful release, bam, next more super powerful release with X. It hasn't felt like that so far anyway. There's always been loads of excitement over like all the new releases and stuff. But yeah, I think it's definitely going to be useful though. I think, well, I hope that it's going to be really good for going for bursts. Like, it looks like it. I mean, the way they've kind of shown it off in the Takara Tomy like promo reel things that they post on their YouTube, they've tried to like push the fact that it's really good at bursting shit. So we'll see. Oh, what launcher is Bird using in this one? What the hell? Yo, is that the juice? Is that the juice? Oh, and it's the wife. Butt flaps is in chat. Juicy butt flaps. You could have got the older bladers on the piss, so they're hungover tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know. They're Thai. They're probably doing that anyway. Like no assistance needed from me. Especially the ones that don't live in Bangkok, like the ones that have come down from like Chiang Mai and stuff. Find it kind of crazy that Wizard Rod completely kicks Hell Scythe out from the meta. I mean, not a lot of people use Hell Scythe now. It is true. I mean, that's the thing. Like, Hell Scythe is still really good. Like, objectively, still a really good blade in the majority of matchups. But Rod is just too good. I was talking earlier about how Rod kind of pushed Unicorn out of the meta quite a bit. It was like relevant for a couple weeks, and then Rod was there, and suddenly it's like, oof, using a more defense kind of blade wasn't the way to go. But that being said, so many people using Unicorn today. So many people. There was like Unicorn mirror matches, the live stream I did earlier, like at the top 8 and stuff. So many Unicorn things. Dude, talk about jank, like meta random decks. The winner from the G2 that was like the other place in Bangkok, so he'll be seeded in the top 16 as well. Today he was using Unicorn Sting on like, I think it was something like 560, what was the bit, goddamn. I think it might have been point. The bit he was using. Goddamn, I hate the chat thing on this phone. So Unicorn on point. There was one kind of normal combo he was using. Goddamn, I can't remember now, because it was just overshadowed by the fact he was using Hell's Hammer on like 360Q, and he kept on extreme finishing everyone. It was fucking mental. Like, I've come to the conclusion, if you come up against Q, just try and avoid it at all costs. Because for some reason, if it gets good contact, it's more likely to get an extreme finish. But if you knock it out, it's more likely to be a foul because it's liable to like fly out the top of the stadium. Like, it won so much today. It was stupid, like stupid, and we're all just there like laughing, like lucky, unpredictable. But maybe bro's just figured it out. Maybe he's just figured it out. I saw him win way too much today, and I saw him get way too many extreme finishes with it. It was stupid. So he's going to be starting from the top 16. I don't know if he just came in there today and he's just like absolutely cracked. He's just like a Chrome Ryuga or something like that, and he's just amazing at Beyblade. So he's just brought like a crap deck to kind of like lull us into a false sense of security today before tomorrow. But Bird just got burst by his own Beyblade. Sad times. Like, I don't know if he's trying to lull us into like a false sense of like security, but he hasn't, because he was crushing us all with like that deck. I don't know if he turns up tomorrow with some serious combos. I'm going to be wetting myself. God damn, this chat thing's all good. Yo, the gang is here. But yeah, Hell Scythe, I still get like those squeaky bottle moments against it because it has got such good recoil. So when it like clinks with like your wizard rod combo, you want to be on the non-pocket side, don't you? Because if you're on the pocket side, there's always that random risk of KOing. God, this Beytuber guy's a douche. Look at his little horrible face. This is when Multi steps in and takes the mick. I'm glad Bird's got some people around him to look after him. But yeah, so as it is at the moment, I'm thinking trying to beat 560 taper, wizard rod, 960 bowl, and the most controversial choice for me, I finally caved in. I think it might be the way to go for tomorrow. Phoenix Wing, on 360 rush. I was kind of not thinking too much about using rush, but I can't deny it is good. I need to pick which of my rush bits I need to use though, because the one I've got in at the moment, I've got in because the tip is flatter, but the other one where it's warped a little bit more, the gears are in better condition. So yeah, it's hard to make up my mind on that one. But that is looking like my deck at the moment. Again, nothing certain. If any of you in the chat right now are burst heads, can you please let me know, this isn't mine by the way, I'm just a delivery boy, what BH32 is, or whatever this burst prize is, because this is a gift from someone to someone else and I'm just a courier, so I want to know what I'm carrying. All right, so let's see what's in the boxes. So I believe it was, I picked out this one and connect the like official, like the one you see reffing all the matches in my videos, Orichalcum. I don't even know what that part that is, bro. I have no idea what part that is, but thank you, that was very fast. But this one was picked out from the pile by Connect. So yeah, we'll see what we get in there. I told her I'd let her know what I managed to pull from it. So my hope is to pull at least, well, I want one of them to be a dagger combo, because I'd like to give Nanashi the blade, because I know he wants the new dagger for sure, and it is, or at least everyone else's has been as well that I've talked to, but my orange dagger is like about 1.5 grams, sorry, heavier than my blue dagger, which for Beyblade is like significant. Orichalcum, outer octa. Okay, well, I know what Octa is out of all of those. It's one burst part I actually know, so there we go. But yeah, let's see what's in the one I picked out. The other one, like I said before, if you didn't catch it, is I would also like to get, yo, Nia Zeke. How's it going? Thanks for dropping by. You are, oh, I was about to say, you are welcome. Well, you are welcome. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, I would like to get the blue. You still need to order yourself. Well, I'll ask the person I'm taking this one to if they'll sell it to you. But yeah, I would also like to get another copy of the blue Hell's Chain, because I'd like to give the blade to my kid because he likes the Hell's Blades, although he calls them Flame Skulls. So that would cheer him up. Because I tried to be funny earlier on the phone and said I've got a surprise for him. Kept on telling him to get closer and closer to the phone, and then I just told him I love him, and he was like, "That's a rubbish surprise. That's the worst surprise. I hate this surprise." Such a little turd. Such a little 5-year-old. All right, what have we got, team? What's everyone guessing? Shall I try and tell by feel? Well, it's not. I don't think it's any of the things I'm after. What the fuck is this? I think we got a quake, so if it is a quake, that means it's either a rhino, a shark, or a beet. I think I just got another prize bay. I might not have. I think I just got another prize bay. Well, to be fair, it is a rubbish surprise. Yeah, it is a rubbish surprise, but we just like to take the piss out of each. He's such a shit taker. He's such a little shit taker like me. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I think I've just gotten a Tyranno beat. I'm not 100% sure. Should I check? No, I didn't. I didn't at all. Is the BX order not what it is on the box? Because this does not feel like... Fuck's sake. Yeah, Marons, you called it. You called it. Goddamn Rhino. Well, at the end of the day, it's another Quake bit, ready for when I finally get myself a 580 as well, like the worst 80. But well, no, 480 is probably worse than it. But it's another Quake bit for when I eventually get a bucket stadium to make ridiculous meme battles out of. But for right now, absolute pile of useless crap. Cannot use any of this tomorrow. So you have more than one kid expecting gifts when you get back home. Nah, probably not. Probably not, but yeah, maybe. I mean, I gotta go back to the UK October time, and right there, right in front of my face, and my older brother's about to pop out his second one. Well, his wife's about to pop out her second one. So there will be more hands held out, expecting. I don't really know what to bring back from Thailand. Like last time I brought back some, like elephant pants and stuff like that, and people loved it, but I'm a really bad tourist. I can't put myself in the mind frame of what people visiting here would want. Congratulations, Uncle Blade. Thank you very much. Like, I am so happy for them. They proper went through the trenches, trying to make it happen for themselves and become parents. And now they're on to popping out a second one. So yeah, absolutely stoked for them. And it'll be around by the time I get back in October. And the wife, butt flaps, if you are still in chat or if you're floating in and out. I haven't told you in person yet, so I'll have to. No, you probably already know, but they've got the date for when they're popping the baby out in if you go back for your dates that you plan to in August, you'll get to meet them, which is awesome. So you get to meet a tiny baby. All right, let me open these. God damn, I hope I get some luck in this one. What does it mean if there's a bit of cardboard in it? So this is the one from Connect. The last one had a bit of cardboard in it. God damn, if we double Rhino. If we double Rhino. Thank you, GG, I appreciate that, man. If we fucking double Rhino. If you caught the stream earlier, you saw how many Tyranno Beat boosters were there. So it is more than possible to double up on something. I fucking hope we don't do. What a way to find out if she didn't already. I don't think she did. I don't think she did. And if she's not in the stream now, I'm going to tell her to go watch it back if she wants to find out. Get them watch hours up, boy. Monetization. All right. Shall I try and guess? Mystic Maggot. All right. It's another qubit. So we're not getting what we wanted today anyway. If it's a qubit, there's only one combo I want to pull, and that's the prize pay, because I don't need any more sharks. All right, feeling the ratchet. Oh, fuck. It feels like 5 points on the ratchet. Oh, god damn. All right, let's get all the bad luck out of the way now before the tournament tomorrow. Yo, Nanashi, I've been trying to pull you. I got 2 boosters today, Nanashi, in the hopes of pulling you an orange Dran Dagger Blade. My first pull, Rhino Horn, 580 Quake. So neither of the 2 things I was hoping to get today. This one is also on Quake. And I don't think it's going to be a Tyranno Beat. Oh my fucking god. Alright. Sorry, Nanashi, you're gonna have to pull your own one. Because I am never buying another Tyranno Beat booster in my life. God damn. But that does mean, how many Quake bits do I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6 Quake bits now, so we can do what I wanted to do and make 2 3-on-3 decks to go against each other on Quake. I just need to shake my ass enough on stream to get the money to order a bucket stadium. Get the spray paint out. Oh god, don't spray paint your dagger. You won't be allowed to use it at a tournament. I only did it to my Drigger and Dracils because I got, well, I say so many. I haven't got Dracils, sorry. Drans, I haven't even got that many Dransas because I did a giveaway for them, didn't I? Galactic isn't here yet, bro. No, he's not. He is not. He's missed so much already. Anyone over there, Maruns, are you using the Hong Kong app for Beyblade X? Because I've been using the Japan one, and these are Hong Kong. These are Hong Kong barcodes or QR codes, so they'll be up for grabs at some point. I need to sort through so much of my Beyblade X collection. It's insane. Like all the boxes and stuff like that, but yeah, there we go. Double fucking Rhino on 580 Quake. Literally could not. So when I grabbed my booster, I grabbed it from the front row, second shelf down, about 3 in, boom, ping straight from the top. I asked Connect, she was there. Hey, you pick one for me. I'm sure you've got good luck. She's like, oh, you sure? Yeah. It's good fun. You'll be lucky. So she's like reaching around, taking it very seriously. grabs one from at the back, shakes it around, feels it. She's like, no, 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 and then grabs like one further back from it and pulls it out. And yeah, goddamn, she'll probably laugh about it tomorrow anyway. That's fine. That is fine. But yeah, yeah. So tomorrow is the day we find out. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. Like today, there's some genuinely really good bladers that like might even take it more seriously than I do when it comes to like launch strats and stuff like that, and like all the combos and knowing the meta and everything. Like it was really good games today. Really, really good games. Like so tempted to use Wizard Phoenix on Orb tomorrow. Very, very tempted, but you just don't have as much variety in launches with it, which is my problem. And it's just not as good a stamina combo as Rod at all. So again, it's just one of those things where Rod on ball has really made it pointless to a certain degree to use certain combos in your deck, because like 90% of the time it works. 90% of the time you're gonna lose to a Rod on ball combo with certain combos. So it's like, just I'd rather have like more of a chance. So yeah, I hope I don't end up regretting it, but at the moment I think this deck is a lock-in unless someone's got some super sage advice to tell me. But yeah, Tyranno Beat 560 taper. I like it as an opener. It's very heavy, very punchy, accurate to launch with. The stamina's decent. Like Tyranno Beat has actually got reliable stamina. Bro, you're a Rhino enjoyer, but not a Spike one. That's crazy, bro. Bro's gonna be chasing me to the end of the earth with these Spike recommendations. But I mean, I am a Rhino collector, it seems, that's for sure. But I don't know if I'd call myself an enjoyer of them. But yeah, it's got pretty good stamina. If defense combos become a thing in the meta again, I think this might be the blade to do it. Oh, sorry, just ignoring Gigi's combo comment there. Got combos on the mind. You see anyone trying any unexpected combos out today? Yeah, I don't know if you were here for my rant earlier when I was talking about Matey that was using the Hell's Hammer on 360 Quake and crushing people with it. It was ridiculous. Like, what the hell? Like, really, really janky combo. And there were even a couple people using Dran Buster 180 Quake, but they were just obviously messing around. I don't think they actually thought it was going to be good. But this guy, I think he's going to do the tournament tomorrow using Quake, and I've got a lot of respect for that. I've got a lot of respect for that. That's amazing. Imagine if he, I don't want him to win, I want to win. But imagine if he wins using Quake. Fuck me. I don't know what I'd do if I get to the finals and I have him, and just like he's been doing to everyone today, he just extreme finishes me for the win, like with Quake. Like, because people hate on Hell's Hammer. I like Hell's Hammer. I think Hell's Hammer is a great blade. Like, it is hampered by its weight, for sure. I don't know why, like, it's not an issue that there's so much plastic being, like, shown between the blade. That doesn't matter. But the main contact points have a fantastic shape to them. Warlord 12, how's it going, man? Spoilers, marketing should be good since Shigeru used Hell Scythe. Yeah, but, yeah, man, it's... God, I would cry, probably. I mean, I'm probably going to cry anyway if I lose tomorrow, but I would cry if I get, like, X finished by a hammer on a Quake tomorrow. Just anything on Quake. Perfect for counterattack and defense. I mean, Scythe is great. Nanashi said he was going to do an F1 style champagne celebration if he wins. What's in the cards for you when you take it? Oh yeah, Nanashi's got a G3 tomorrow. So it's his first official G3 without me there. So I still haven't made the video on it. You'll see it in the next episode of Solo Beyblading. So the last time I was in Bangkok and I went out first round and actually went on to win 6-0 at a tournament, but it wasn't an official G3. So tomorrow he's got his chance to become an official G3 champ. So fingers crossed for him. If I win tomorrow, how am I going to celebrate? Oh, I might get myself 3 Krispy Kreme donuts. Oh, 3 Krispy Kremes in one night. I probably won't be able to have them in one night. I'll probably get like a headache. I used to demolish like a dozen to 2 dozen in a night after I'd like have a fight or something. If I want to fight or whatever, I'd get a couple dozen official in your heart, mate. It's official in my heart too. Dude, it's a tough tournament. 6-0, going 6-0 in anything's fantastic. Like, I think it's great. But yeah, watch out, Crazy Blade May on the loose. Yeah, man. I know how to party hearty. But yeah, that'll be my big blowout. Is get myself 3 Krispy Kremes from the Krispy Kreme kiosk. I said Krispy Kreme a lot of times then. Just by where we're competing, actually, it's like super close. So I'll snatch up my trophy. I'll snatch up my gold Dran sword. I'll get the pictures taken. I'll take my tickets to. I'll take my tickets to Malaysia, and I'll walk off to the Krispy Kreme stand and get three chocolate ring donuts with sprinkles. Is my poison of choice. If anyone wants to send me any. I don't know what a mailed Krispy Kreme would look like. Juice, God's gift, that's for sure. Old butt flap buggered off for a bit and was going to write that you'd celebrate with Krispy Kremes. Yeah, of course you're like, someone asks me a question, of course you're going to answer it. I was conjuring up some Hangover 2 type events, but hey, whatever makes you happy, bro, I'm all for it. God, no, I definitely won't be going crazy in Bangkok, man. Hell no. Like, I ain't even a crazy person, man. I don't even drink. I don't think I've had a drink since, what would it be now? I'm 31, so since I was like 22, so like 9 years, like around that. I think the last time I had a bit of a beer was when one of the grandmasters that I know from the Philippines passed away. So we kind of just sat around after practice one time to just kind of like toast in his honor and stuff. And I didn't even want to finish that. I didn't even want the beer. You having a right time there, spelling there, wife of mine. But yeah, so yeah, no, I don't even drink. I'm all about the green, which is handy because we're in Thailand, so it's easily and readily available. I haven't in years, work all the time. I can't wake up to the little ones being hungover. Fuck that. Yeah, honestly. Like, when I started getting hangovers, I was like, fuck this. I used to have funny hangovers, so I have had some pretty horrendous hangovers since I've been with you, that is true. I think the one you're probably talking about is, was it the first Eskrima social? I think I had a nice little, was it like a hot bath with a face mask after that one? Like, still wearing my crown from the night before. Yeah, I used to be able to cut it with the kids. Beytubers suck. Who hurt you? It's me trying to be funny about the newest episode. The only good one is Zanki and Nazuma Blader, to be honest. I do like Nazuma a lot. He's a cool dude. Don't know Zanki. I know of Zanki, of course. I know of Zanki, but we've never interacted in any sort of way. But Yeah, Nazuma I get on with very, very well. He's a cool dude. Held you drink well back in the day? Didn't need drinks to do stupid shit. Yeah, I do stupid shit anyway, but goddamn, like I think that's kind of why I'm pretty content not drinking or feeling like I ever have to or need to like get out of my system or anything like that again, because there was like a few years when I went way too fucking hard, like like early uni years and stuff like that. Fucking hell, what an absolute reprobate I was. Absolute idiot. Yeah, I used to put it away back then, that's for sure. But done with that. Done with that. It was, I mean, even my 21st birthday, absolutely wrecked, blackout, ruined. Got up the next day for like GB team, like so Team UK, like stick fighting like practice, and I think we started at 8 a.m. And I was so not where I normally live. That would have been a problem where I normally live because I lived right close to the city centre then. But I was staying out for my 21st birthday somewhere that was like an hour's train ride away. So I had to get up early to get back there, but it was fine. Absolutely fine. It was absolutely fine. Like crystal, no problems. Wasn't sick. Wasn't anything. Had a great practice actually. A really really good practice. But then like hangovers started happening. It's like, oh, this is not worth it. This is not worth it at all. Jun Solis, bro, can you help to claim my Cobalt Drake? Probably not, because that's Japan or Hong Kong, I believe, at the moment. You can claim them from or get them posted to. And I am in Thailand, so I don't think I'd be much help with that. I've had to use other people to get my hands on them as well. Juice, bro. Speaking of Drake, you about to call me a pedo? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, you managed to snag one. Okay, that's completely different to what I was going on about then. That's awesome. Awesome, man. So what, did you win one on the app, or did you purchase one from someone? Yeah, no, the missus has definitely had a fair few hangovers, that's for sure. But she's, you've been sober for 6 years now, haven't you? Wife of mine. So yeah, she's almost as awesome as I am. June, you winning the app, one try only. Dude, too lucky. All caved in purchase. Juice, what a legend. Just like me, that's it. All right, here we go. Pierre with another message about Spike. Spike is bad in TT meta because the stadium is very wide, but in Hasbro meta, with a smaller stadium, it solos. It has less stamina than average, so it needs contact or else it's cooked. So I'm not going to disagree with you there for two reasons. The first one being I haven't played in the Hasbro Stadium yet, so I can only speculate about what's good in there and what isn't. But two, that speculation leads me to believe that defense types are probably going to be the strongest type in that stadium, because attack types are going to go wild. They're going to hit hard in that stadium because it's just so short and there's nowhere to avoid them. So there's going to be a lot of contact in that stadium. That's going to instantly make stamina types bad because there ain't going to be a chance to outspin anything. So they're probably going to get burst or KO'd a lot by the looks of it. So if attack types are really, really strong, that automatically makes defense types really strong. Now, my only real argument with that at this point, again, I haven't played with the Hasbro Stadium, is we currently don't have any good defense bits in X. Like Needle, our first one, is not good. It's got its uses, but they're so limited, it's just not good. High needle, the second one we got, probably the best defense bit we have so far, if we're not talking about hexa as like a balanced whatever. But high needle, probably the best defensive bit we've got. It's got the best stamina out of all of them, the best LAD, and it moves the best, and you can kind of like rush, like hard launch it the best out of them, I think, and it does the X defensive gimmick of wobbling the best to defend its ratchet. Because you gotta remember, all the types are slightly different for X. It's not the same mechanics as we've had in previous gens. And something that made that really apparent to me today was not a single person, doesn't matter if they're what rank of champ or anything like that, not a single person was interested in something like, I know most people call them soft launches for like stamina types and stuff like that. I call them smooth launches because you still don't launch soft when you do it, you just try and launch smooth and even. But not a single person was interested in doing that. Everyone is hard launching and aiming to where they need to be. X is a completely different game in that respect to like your previous gens. So the defense bits work differently as well. Like, think about it, that they're all sharp. The defense bits in this gen are all like sharp, whereas like a lot of previous gen defense bits were the round ones, you know. So yeah, I think it works different in this one, and yeah, man, like, I'm sure you're having great results with Spike. I'm not denying it. Like, people can do. Like, people 100% can do. I just have not had that experience with it. I am fascinated, though, to see how all that stuff behaves in the Hasbro Stadium. I'd really, really like to get my hands on one. Either I'll get lucky and something will get shipped out beforehand, or I'll probably have to wait until either Butt Flaps goes back to the UK in August, or I go back at the end of like September, start of October kind of time, and maybe I'll be able to pick something up and cram it in my suitcase then. But other than that, I probably won't get my hands on one too soon to test, though I am very sad about that. We need a bigger house. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Is Drown Sword a good layer now? A good blade? Yeah, Drown Sword. I think Drown Sword's one of those that's always going to be good. Because like, let's look at the so the top 3 blades in the meta right now, I'd say, are Wing, Rod, and you can debate Buster, but probably Tyranno Beat. Sword matches up well against Phoenix, that's for sure. Nothing special against Rod, probably not. But I also think it's a good matchup against Tyranno Beat. So it is definitely useful. Like, it's one of those ones where if I was going to use a sword combo, it's because I want something safe. Like, oh, you're talking specifically about a brand new Drown Blade. So yeah, like, there's a whole thing with the Drown Blade. Like, when it's newer and it's sharper, it's got better upper attack. When it's a bit more worn down and stuff, it's used more as like a kind of like smash attack still, but you can put it on like a stamina bit. Like, I used to use it on ball quite a bit. But yeah, like a new sharp one is nice. And what people forget is like Drown Sword has got like good like down attack as well. Like, it's angled well downwards, so you can put it on anything, and it's a good all-round blade. I really like it on taper. The problem with it being on taper, though, is because it can't get quite as fast as its stock combo or something, or a low flat. But it's very accurate. And versus NDev did a really good video, and like ranking like the PPL and stuff. Like, I'll let you watch his video to explain all of that, but like points per loss and everything on combos. And Drown Sword, I think 360 taper, had like super low PPL, which is awesome. So yeah, I think it's one of those safe combos that sometimes will snag you like a win, but if it loses, you're probably only going to be losing by like 1 point. Sorry, let me try and scroll back up in the chat because I have no idea what's going on. We'll get a cobalt colored Drown Sword. What do you think about the color? I think it looks super cool. I've pre-ordered some of those Korokoro issues already. But perhaps you could build a tree house for the headquarters. No, mate, let me have the house. Like, Don't make me build a treehouse in Thailand. I'll get eaten alive. All defense blades are dog water TT trolling, making them super light. They do anything other than defense. So I'd say, I mean, even though they're not necessarily meant to be, where did you pre-order them? I pre-ordered them on Amazon Japan because I think that's the only place I'm aware of that you can pre-order issues of Korokoro. I'm sure there's multiple places, but I found that place, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So yeah, just use Amazon. We are planning your life, bro. I'll feel you in later. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. I look forward to the update. What was my ass going on about then? The coloured Cobalt Drake, the Cobalt Drake coloured Dran sword. Goddamn, yeah, it looks super super cool. What I'll probably do with that is I'll have one of them for myself. I'll have one at least to give away for like a prize for like one of the local like junior tournaments or something like that I hold for all the kids using their fakes. Are they still available? Yeah, they should. I'm sure they're still up. Like the pre-orders for Korokoro run up until release date, I think. So you should be able to find it on Amazon Japan. If you don't, ping me a message on Discord and I'll send you the link I used. But yeah, and I'll probably do another one as a giveaway on the channel. So I'm trying to stock a couple things to do a couple giveaways in the future on the channel. So there'll be like some members like giveaways and some like all-round giveaways, and there'll also be some giveaways for like memberships and stuff. I wanna do that in the future, but like at the moment, like my head's been so in like just getting these tournaments done. So we'll see how long this ride goes, and then I'll be able to start doing all the random Beyblade content I want to make. I got too many ideas. Link me after your stream if you got time. Yeah, I'll have time, bro. Just yeah, send me a message to remind me, because otherwise I'll stop the stream and then gone, and then I'm like half a blunt down and I'm thinking about bed. So yeah, no, Dran Sword's great, man. Dran Sword's great. What are you saying about? Are you talking about the metal blades from Jawa's Junkyard? Yeah, man, those look dope. Those look dope. I was very tempted to get the trigger already, but I think I'm gonna have to hold off on ordering stuff like that, because I've wanted to get like bench blade stuff and like that for ages, but I've just held off. Yeah, Pierre saying about the defense blades. That was what I was going to say about. So the defense blades in X. So if you're a regular on the channel, we all know I'm a fan of Night Shield. I've used it as a defense blade, as a defense combo plenty of times, but I do think its strength is in using it as a like a really cool smash attack. We reconnected. What is going on? It's probably the amazing internet we've got here. It's saying I've got full bars, so we'll see. But yeah, Lance, I'm so excited about, but it's trash. It's just every contact it makes is 50-50, whether you're gonna go out or they're gonna go out. So yeah, like it makes sense it being on a defense bit with all that recoil it generates, but because we haven't got a defense bit that matches up well with it yet, hasn't worked out that way. Maybe in the future. What other defense type? Rhino. Well, we all know I love Rhino. I absolutely love it. I've got so many copies of it. Fucking hell. Yeah, Rhino's trash, and then what is it? The Sphinx cowl. That's at the bottom of my tier list. I think Sphinx cowl's at the bottom of my tier list, like below Leon Claw, below the remakes. I think Sphinx cowl is like absolute fucking pants. Like it looks super super cool, performs like a fucking cock flavored lollipop. It is terrible. Not a fan of that blade at all when it comes to actual gameplay. Looks cool, like I said, but yeah, fucking crap. I think the best defense blades we've gotten so far aren't defense blade. Oh yeah, and Shinobi. Yeah, so I haven't launched Shinobi once. I've gone up against it a bunch of times. It's not good. It's not good. But I'll get some proper testing in at some point. There might be something there. I can only speak from going against it, not my own experience. But the best defense blade I think we've gotten so far is Unicorn Sting. I know it's a balance type, but it's brilliant as a defense blade, as a counterattacker. Brilliant defense blade, fantastic against Phoenix. Matches up okay against Tyranno Beat. Was kind of pushed out of the meta because of Rod, but now that Tyranno Beat's a popular choice as well, it's not a bad anti-meta pick. And what else have we got in terms of useful as defense blades? Maybe Hell's Chain is useful as a defense blade, because it's got decent weight to it and it's got like not too aggressive contact, but it has got some. Its biggest issue is how high the metal is up on it and how accessible you can get to the ratchet. But yeah, I'd say Chain is one of the better choices for a defense type. But I'd say Unicorn Sting is probably number one defense at the moment. There were some messages in chat way up that I did not see quick enough. Let me go back and see if I... Mr. Jun Solis. So what do I think in left spin coming in Beyblade? So left spin, yeah, I know what's going on. Yeah, man, try out Unicorn as a defense blade, dude. I guarantee you will have success. If you use it on 560, do me a favor and make sure when you orient it, when you twist it in, that the 3 notches are on the side of their like hair side on Unicorn Sting's blade, not the other side, because if you put it on the hair side, it'll have like perfect balance and it'll have amazing stamina. I used to use Unicorn Sting 560 high needle, and like up until Wizard Rod coming out, it was like, and the UX release, it was like, it's so good, like so good. Having that and Phoenix on my deck was like amazing. I think Trigger S is the worst release for me, more because of our expectations that OG's fans had for it. I mean, it was going to be very hard for them to live up to my expectations for Trigger S because of how much love I have for Tiger Defensor. But yeah, I was a bit gutted about the weight, but kind of expected it, you know. I don't think I took it too hard. What the fuck was I going to answer from Mr. Solis again? Oh, goddamn, it's right on the tip of my brain. I need to stop reading the next comment that comes afterwards. That's a nice bit of ADHD for you. Oh, left spin. Yeah, so, yeah, left spin July. We get left spin in July, and it's going to be Cobalt Drake, or a different Drake variation. We're going to get a blue string launcher with it. It's going to be a starter set. I don't know what the bit's going to be. I don't know what the ratchet's going to be. It'll be interesting if they do give us 260, because they're giving us 280 with that Dran Dagger like promo thing. That's the thing as well, actually, Nanashi, if you're still in there. Are you more fussed about getting the orange Dran Dagger now, or later on getting the black and orange Dran Dagger? Yo, Goat, finally able to catch the live stream. Or stream live. Oh man, yeah, I do appreciate you've been catching up on them in the VODs. But yeah, awesome. How you doing? I wonder what's coming after them. the juice in the know. They're gonna troll us and make it like 19 grams. Oh damn. I need to see my comparisons. Actually, the Giants collab one looks nice. Nice. You'd love a purple and black one. That would be cool as well. But if they're giving us this, the orange and black one looks so good. Like I really like this orange, like the Charizard one. I do really like it, but the orange and black one looks pretty sweet, and that's a guaranteed pull. It's guaranteed pull, and if it ends up being heavier than this one, and you use stickers on it, God, those extra like 0.001 milligrams are gonna make a big difference to the combos. Naruto dagger is fire. Yeah, man, I do like it. I do like it a lot. It's pretty sweet. It's our prize Jinchuruchi of the Blade Bay X. Well, I was about to say the village hidden in the Blade Bay X, but that sounds gross. That sounds terrible. Don't hide a village in me, or a village persons in me. What am I going on about? I do apologize. What part do I think will influence change in the meta next, bit or blade? I think it's going to have to be a blade because of how good Rod is. Like, Rod makes bad parts look pretty good. So there needs to be some kind of counter to Rod, which is going to be hard because it's such a round design with all its weight on the outside. And it's like, what do you do to counter that? Make a bigger version of it. Like, I don't know at the moment. It's going to be a tough one. I'm hoping it might not even be either of those. I'm hoping, like the left spin will be the one to change it. I think I was talking about it during the stream earlier when I was holding the thing up. That because, like with stamina launches, being like you're trying to dodge your opponent all the time, and Rod being in right spin, it's going to try and go up at the moment anyway, with everything being right spin, to what I refer to as like the B side of the stadium, in the kind of like extreme line up there, where like if you can hang out in that space up there, that's your safest space to hang out in with a stamina combo to avoid big contact. But once left spin becomes a thing, that becomes even harder, you know? Like I launch up that way with attack combos and stuff like that anyway, because if I'm up against a stamina combo, I know that's the safest place for them to go. But when it comes to left spin being introduced, you don't even have to like consciously try and do that. The blade will just do that on its own. So will Cobalt or the new Drake left spin variation be able to have some spin equalization with a Rod combo? I don't know, like, but if that is the case, it'll probably still be played as a stamina combo if it is able to equalize. So we'll probably end up seeing like the new left spin Drake on like Ball and Orb, because people will be trying to do spin steal, spin equalization tactics with it. So yeah, it'll be interesting. But I would say that it would probably have to be a blade, whether that be like something, I think something like a left spin dagger design with this kind of smash being continuous, like, because right spin dagger goes this way, which is nice. You get these little smooth top bits making contact. It's got better stamina. But this going left spin, making contact with a Rod blade, I think would be very different. So yeah, I think the new Cobalt will have 4 heads as well. But I've got a feeling that they might be more like Dragoon. So like Cobalt, Drake, and Grip Attacker, they have the dragon heads, but they're going forwards and stuff. Whereas the Dragoons, they still look like they're going the right spin, but they smash with the back of the dragon heads, don't they, in left spin. So if they do a Drake with that same thing, with the 4 heads, still going towards the right but spinning left, I think that's probably our best chance at an answer for Wizard Rod. And then that'll be cool because that might make an attack type top of the meta in X, which means defense types become better. And I think it makes for a more balanced meta when attack types are the strong, or an attack type is the strongest combo, because they're also the riskiest combos. So it kind of balance things out. Yeah, it's the strongest combo, but it's still hard to win with, if you get what I mean. Like there's like you're more likely to self KO. You're more likely to have a like random match because it's just mashing around the stadium like an absolute mad lad, you know. So yeah, that would be my long ass winded answer to what would be the answer for Rod and change up the meta. I'm hoping it's our left spin Drake combo because it has lots of smash from the back of dragon heads. What were we saying while I was going on my little rant there? So a heavier and bigger version. Don't laugh, Takara. Don't know this before they have. We'll get Wind Knight at some point in a Beyblade X, and then it's over. They make a less spin steel blade even more toxic than rod. Talking about the same people that release multiple variants of bearing and drift drivers. Oh man, that's going to be so strong in X. They aren't as consistent as stamina types that just keep spinning, makes it more fun. Yeah, I love attack types. I just love attack types. Like if I can make a low down, compact, smashing, attacking beast, I'm happy. Like that's what I hope this fucking thing would be, but it's definitely not. It is definitely not that good. Wind Knight, the wide ass bays, we get each gen. Yeah, I mean, Wizard Rod is basically Wind Knight already. Let's be fair. It is so good, so good. It just, and sometimes man, it just balances out so well. It takes a bunch of hits and it's just so wobbly, and you think it's just done, and then it just levels out. It's offensive. It's abusive. The Takara playbook is to eventually work a heavy stamina meta into the mix. Yeah, probably. If TT do a recolor of Phoenix Wing, do you think they will paint it? Yes, I think we will get a... Alright, so this is purely, disclaimer, this is purely from the vibes I'm pulling in from the atmosphere and the world and my own personal experiences, but I think we will get a left spinning Drake in July. I think we'll get a random booster in July. I think that random booster will have the black turtle in it, or Schwarz turtle, or whatever, if they stick with the kind of German naming gimmick. Blade Stradamus, that's it. And our recolors. So of course we'll get another recolor of the turtle blade, because we do in every random booster we get a recolor of the main. I think we'll get a Phoenix in that one. And Takara Tomy always talk about Phoenix when they have their videos. It's an attack-shaped blade. It's an attack-shaped blade. Personally, I think it's like the epitome of a balanced blade. Like, but whatever. But they talk about it being an attack-type blade. I think we're going to get a blue painted Phoenix in that booster. If I'm correct, everyone needs to become a member to the channel deal. But yeah, I think we're going to get a blue painted Phoenix for sure. Just because like they'll have to recolor and reprint it at some point. And yeah, I think it's going to be blue, and it's going to be in that random booster. Recolor X is what we'll call it when it's done. I'm not against all the recolors. It's just I hate that my like OCD FOMO brain just wants to collect them all, you know. Yo, Yamale, how's it going? You good? Need a black Phoenix to sorry. I hate the settings on my phone when it comes to chat. I need a black Phoenix to outlive a Meta Black Transit Dream. Yeah, man, that would be sick. That is always the goal. My only goal in X is to get them to the point where they do the F series recolors, and we finally get a Black Transit recolor. Or maybe they'll just release Phoenix Feather in random booster. They won't do it. They won't do it. They won't do it, I'm afraid. I don't see that ever happening with like a Korokoro exclusive or anything like that. I think we'll get releases of the Hasbro retools like we are for the Beyblade Zone game. I think that TT will do that for certain things. I don't think they'll go into like normal regular boosters and stuff. But yeah, I don't think we'll get Phoenix Feather, which is a shame because I'd like more copies of it. I've got a few, but I really like the blade. I really like Phoenix Feather blade. I just kind of gutted because we're not allowed to use it over here because we're only allowed parts officially released in Thailand. But I mean, Hasbro will probably do like a booster release of Phoenix Feather, even though they've released Phoenix Wing, you know. I can see it now, all these nostalgia videos come out called Did You Know Beyblade X had this many recolors? Yeah, that'll be Elliot's channel in like 10 years time. He'll be doing like Did You Know Beyblade X videos. Come on lads, we need a Black Giants remake first. Yeah, I know, we'll get it when they get to F-Series, so next year or the year after, because what, September, October, November, December. I think, so actually, a very long ass time ago, in a town called Kickapoo, no, so ages ago, I started speculating that we'll get, so we got the Dranza remake announced at the launch of X. I speculated we would get Trigger next. That happened. I thought we'd get Trigger in its own release. I started thinking at that moment, at that time, that they will somehow figure out a way to do a dual release of the Dragoon remake and the Drasil S remake. Now, it doesn't fully compute and meld in my brain because they've done such a good job of like the packaging and boxes of all the remakes and stuff. I think they'll do that, but I don't think we get a I don't think we get an OG Gen remake next. I think we get something else. I've talked about it in my prediction. No, I didn't talk about this in my prediction video actually, because that was all about manga and stuff. But like I know with the new Left Spin Cobalt coming out, everyone thinks we're going to get Dragoon. I don't think we're getting Dragoon. I think we're getting a different Left Spin Bay. But I ain't going to talk about that anymore because yeah, I'll get assassinated by Takara Tomy agents like looking through my window. If anyone sees a red dot shining on the back of my head at any point, let me know. I've got a mirror in front of me, so I should be able to see where they're scoping me from. Yeah, sorry, I missed a bunch of chat then. Does anyone know how to make chat just stay up on the phone? What the frick? What in the hell? Boom. Every channel has a ton of recolors, it does. It does, and I appreciate that. TT trying its best each gen to make the meta not stamina based, but failed each time. I mean, it's hard to because, I mean, what's the most reliable way to win a game of spinning tops? Spinning for the longest. Like any other win requires something else to happen, whether that be a burst or a KO. So it's just naturally harder to, sounds like someone's creeping right by my door. It's naturally harder to win by anything but stamina, but where they mess up is making such good stamina blades. Because let's face it, like the bits, like Ball and Orb, they're not crazy designs, they're just simple and effective and really, really good. But it's the Wizard Rod blade on top of them that makes it crazy. Like Hell Scythe, it's a fantastic stamina blade. And it was like S tier for a long time on top of Ball because of how good it is. But even now, with Phoenix trying to beat being out, if we never got Rod, I think Hell Scythe would still be probably the best stamina blade pick, but it's not a guaranteed win against every other combo, kind of like Wizard Rod feels like it is, you know? So yeah, I think it's just making those like blades too good while everything else is still lighter. So later gens, like there will be power creep, it will get heavier, but I feel like Wizard Rod will probably stay good for a while. Again, unless this new left spin bay is just like amazing. And hopefully, I mean, I think we'll probably get the best defensive bit out of it, but hopefully the Black Turtle Bay is good for defense, and it doesn't kind of just get passed by like all the other defense releases were, you know. It's not like, I mean, a couple people that sub to the channel love it, so I'm not trying to take the piss, but like Rhino Horn, for example, like no one like paused for too long on Rhino Horn and was like, oh, this is the one. This is the one. Like after they got their hands on it, they were like, ah, okay. If I win with this one, it's going to be because they've been really, really lucky, or I've spent a long time cooking these combos. Like this is not an easy win with Rhino Horn. Let's see how it all looks later on in the Beyblade X life cycle. Stamina, yeah, probably. Siri Parp Ming Tai Song. See you tomorrow. Siri Pop. Sorry, I'm absolutely butchering your name now, but it keeps disappearing when I try to read it. Siri Pop. Sorry Pop. Siri Pop. Sorry Cup. We'll see you tomorrow, my dude. I will see you tomorrow. Looking forward to it. What block are you starting in, dude? I'm just waiting for the Spriggan Requiem equivalent. Okay, Beyblade X release to take over. So I didn't have many Spriggan bays. I had a Lord Spriggan, which was dope. Keeman Bell, yo, sorry you're late, just resting. Do not apologize, dude. Do not apologize. Drasil will be dog watered, 28 grams at best, probably, which sucks because it should be like a beast. Do you think they'll give us a ratchet or a bit with a ball bearing gimmick before its release? Do you think we'll get anything like that? It'll be interesting. I think ratchets should probably get like a ball bearing kind of gimmick in them. Requiem was before Lord. I just missed out. Yeah, I have seen it, but I've got a bunch of like single layer and original burst stuff, but most of the stuff I picked up myself was like GT, and then like a couple like DBBU blades about it. Looks like Bird's not going to win until season 2. Could be wrong, but that seems what they're going for. Probably, dude. Probably, but maybe he wins last episode against Takumi when he comes in. Ain't your seal without balls, bro. That's for sure. Give me the quest bit. Yeah, that'd be sick. But let me grab a ratchet quickly. Nothing I've got's got ratchets on, so I think it would be cool if we had like some kind of ball bearing gimmick on the protrusions. So like where it points out, maybe having a ball bearing in the middle or something. One, it will add weight, which will be what it's useful for, but like they could talk about it as being a defense ratchet because it's harder to burst, because if it's a free rolling like ball bearing, it will hit and kind of like roll off. In practice, it might not go like that. In practice, it might just stick out too far and be easier to burst. But I would appreciate the effort to Karatomi. And if you could do something like that before Drasil S gets remade, then I'll be super happy. If I'm being completely honest, there's 2 protagonists, Bird and X, and maybe Comet X. It's the real MC. It's the truth, but it doesn't really matter what MC it is. Yeah, I think Comet X has got MC energy. I think we're following Bird like the closest, but like Carmen is like the main character for real, like in everyone else's life. Bird's the main character in our story, but Carmen's the main character in everyone else's life. Maroons, I have a feeling that everyone will use the 260 ratchet on Tyranno and Shark for sure. I'm looking forward to trying that out on both of those blades for sure. I've been wanting a 260 since Shark was announced, or say announced, since it was leaked before X's release. Juice, I've been checking now to see if they have pre-listed Beyblade X, but no dice. No dice. But yeah, I think ball bearings in the protrusions on the ratchets will be sick. I would like that. Good luck, have fun, son. How much luck is involved in Bay X, do you think, in your opinion? There's loads of luck involved, so I'm going to get unnecessarily deep about Beyblade again now, probably. In any competitive sport, And again, I'm talking about X as a competitive sport. Luck is a huge factor. And you always just have to accept that. Anytime you're competing in anything or doing whatever, you have to do your best to maximize the things you can that you have control over. So in Beyblade X, what do we have control over? We have control over our combos and our deck order and our launch strats. Now, what we don't have control over is what our opponent uses and how everything interacts depending on their launch and stuff. But that's the same in anything. If I was like, I don't know, I had an MMA fight coming up, and unlike like say X, where it's actually, yeah, I'll use a tournament format sport, which is probably better. So let's say I'm going to a jiu-jitsu tournament. My game could be pulling to what? I could be pulling guard to single X to get a sweep, to either go for a quick straight ankle lock or to come up, get points, pass, and try and win that kind of way. So I might have a certain set game, and I could drill that to death. I can do all my conditioning. I can do everything correct as best as I possibly can. Then it comes to tournament day. Maybe something happened that night. I didn't get good sleep. Maybe I've just got a bug. Maybe I'm ill. Maybe, I don't know, on the drive towards the tournament, we got a flat, we're running late, we're all tired, we didn't get to hydrate properly, we didn't get to weigh in the time we wanted to, everything. And most of that is luck. Yeah, we can do other things and mitigate other factors, like start off closer to the tournament, like don't stay so far away from, like these are all things I've done with like previous like tournaments and things. I've been like mitigating all these little things, but you get there on the day. Maybe everything's gone right. Maybe it's the first time in anyone's fucking life where they're competing at 100% health and feeling great. I get on the mats. The person I'm up against, they might just be an absolute wizard at avoiding people getting to single X on them. They might be just the best person in the world at jumping out of straight ankle locks. They might be one of those monsters that ligaments and tendons have been torn so much around their ankle or something that they just don't care when someone's yanking on it, you know. You can do everything within your power to try and determine a certain outcome, and then life can just shit on that. So there is definitely a bunch of random to Beyblade. At the end, we're just spinning hunks of metal at each other, but there are a lot of things you can do to, when you look at how everything interacts once it is in the stadium, to launch, for example, in a certain way that you come in at a different angle to give you a higher chance of not being near the pockets. You can, depending on what your combo is, try and dodge everything forever so you don't take impact, like if you're using a stamina type. If you're like, I don't know, you've got a bad matchup and you're using like a defense type against the stamina type, and if you were to just blindly launch those without any skill 100 times, the stamina type should win, but that's not how real life goes. So that means that the two people involved are doing something that's changing the predetermined kind of outcomes of that. So yeah, man, there is a lot that you can control, but like any sport or anything you try and do, really, luck, ideally you got to have it on your side to be successful. Like, think about, I don't know, the top 2%, top 1% of like athletes in the world in their field. Like, I can talk about it from like say like a MMA point of view. I've seen people from a young age training in martial arts and sports and stuff like that. They are unbelievably gifted, a fantastic mind for it, like all the genetic attributes. They've got a great attitude to training. They've got it all going for them. But they can't get management, or they can't get a good manager. They can't get someone to represent them that's like straight up and really has got their best interests at heart. So they kind of like fade into irrelevance. You know, it's sad to see, and then life happens, like things happen. So yeah, it's one of those things, man, where yeah, luck is a heavy factor in Beyblade, but we can do everything we can to shrink how much luck needs to play into what we're doing. If that answers your question at all. Sorry, dude, that was a long-winded one. God damn, there's been some chat since then. Let me try and catch up what I'm going on about. Boom, 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 boom. So if you want to count multi as well. But I just don't see it, man. She's still the main character for sure, but not like the main. Nah, the focus is on Bird for sure. I wish the focus was on her sister, Shigeru. And they're using 300 IQ explanations of why Bird is losing in the anime. Bro, the one where he lost today against his own combo, fucking nonsense, because he doesn't know how to tilt launch. They usually did when the new burst seasons would start. And boom, Osk, how's it going, dude? How you doing? Why does the Beytuber character look like me? Is that the case? Is it? It's you. You're the scumbag stealing bays. Not sure if they got the rights for the Beyblade X show over here. Showed all the other gens since '02. That's cool. Oh, you're talking about like them being free up on like YouTube or something. Beyblade X, my friend Manny yesterday said this. Oh man, when will season 1 end? I'm getting tired of it. I said, don't rush, man. Just wait for a little while. What is it now? You said there are 51 episodes this season, so we're 16 away from the end. So another few months there, I'm afraid, Manny. Boom, boom, boom. Goat. It's like anything that's competitive, you need to maximize the advantages we can control to minimize the disadvantages that might be presented. Luck is always a factor in absolutely everything we do, 100%. You've summed up the fucking long-ass, rambly bullshit, airy-fairy way that I tried to go about it in a very concise paragraph there. I appreciate it. You should take over chat. Boom, boom, boom. You're talking about Australian TV, fair enough. Great answer, bro. I appreciate that because it was a long ass one. it'd be a shame if I said all that and you're just like, nah, get fucked. TT trolling us in the anime in real life. God, you know, TT, you're alright. I mean, we wouldn't have the Beyblade stuff without them. Let's be fair. They've given us that. I really enjoy this hobby, man. It's a good laugh, but yeah, they fuck it up a few times. God damn. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, everyone. Really enjoying this. It's a lot of fun. So next week, when I'm back in Phuket, I've got a lot of stuff to edit. I think my first real thing I should be putting out, if there isn't more stuff I need to put out immediately from this weekend, will be episode 4 of Solo Beyblading, which is like the start of the new arc in the kind of like storyline I'm building for it. So tournament season, and we still don't know how long that will last because we're going now. But yeah, it'll be awesome. It'll be awesome to see how it all goes tomorrow for both Nanashi and me, because that'll probably inform the kind of storyline I put into that. But I'll have a lot more kind of like chilled stuff going up on the members side of things, because they're very easy edits for the main channel. I know it's not like the best editing in the world, but I do try and make everything presentable as possible on the main channel. Yeah, so quite a few things to do. But my dad, if you caught the workout stream the other day, you would have caught my father in there. He's on holiday over here at the moment, so I want to make sure I get some time with him because I don't get to see my family a lot anymore. Over the last 3 years, I've only spent like a handful of weeks around my family. So yeah, I want to make sure I get time in with him while I can, and he's getting time with him and my son all together. So yeah, family stuff to do. Training as always. I think I'm gonna I think I might go full-time boxing slash Muay Thai for a little bit. I'm a bit apprehensive about rolling around on the mats at the moment with just all the how easy it is to get skin infections and stuff. I'm not looking forward to going for any of that kind of crap again right now. So yeah, I think I'm going to stick to striking for a minute and just avoid all the dirty mats. Sorry, I'm skipping past chat here. Bird might take that spot, but I'll watch a bit first. Oh, you're talking about bar stuff. Yeah, you guys can talk about that amongst yourselves. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. Nah, Bird is a nice character. That's just shit at the sport. Yeah, I think Bird's a fun. I like him in the anime. It's just he doesn't know how to Beyblade. Sport doesn't like him. That's true. That is true. It's literally a sport right now. It's trying to be. I mean, if you consider chess a sport, Beyblade is already a sport. Fair. Anything with a strat is a sport. It's not a sport. Juice box. Nazuma said Beyblade will never become a sport. I mean, I love Nazuma. He's not the authority on that. Nazuma said Spike was dog water. That's one thing he got right, I guess, then, Pierre. Juice box, let's not call out other people. Please be nice. Nah, I mean, I've been there. Like, I think, oh God, I don't know if I unlisted it. I think I made one of the cringiest videos ever. I think it was when I was first trying to like talk Beyblade to the camera and stuff. And I was just like, Beyblade is nice because it's fun or something. I was like, it was not a good video. I've probably understood it by now. It's so awkward. So, I mean, I cringe at anything I make like 5 minutes after making it, but that one was like, that was a painful watch for me. I did not want it to be a representation of me out in the wild, so probably unlisted if you're trying to find it. But yeah, I talk about them wanting to push X as a sport in that, which I'm super excited about. But what you have to realize is we can call anything a sport. You know, like at the end of the day, like, I mean, what is it? You've got like America's a fantastic example of a country that loves to take like games, like garden games and stuff like that, and make them like sports. Like, what is it? Was it like cornhole and stuff? You know, like kind of wild calling that a sport, but it is. It takes physical skill, it takes strategy. It's competitive. You're against someone, and call it a sport. Even like something I grew up around, like playing snooker, pool, darts. They're all technically sports. They're all spectator sports. They're in the entertainment thing and everything like that. Now, what really makes a difference when it comes to like something being recognized like infallibly as a sport is when it gets government backing of some sort, because anything that's recognized as a sport, especially an Olympic sport, you can get government funding and stuff like that, and programs happen for. So if TT want to make Beyblade like a sport, it would have to probably first get recognized by the Japanese government as such. Now, if they don't want to do it that way, which is probably a long way from, they need to do what every other organization has done when they've been making a new sport and evolving it and bringing it into public eye, stuff like the UFC with MMA, Pride and all that. They have to throw a fuck ton of money at it. Like, they need to be putting it everywhere. They need to be putting it in school programs. They need to be putting it into like the thing in Shibuya, the training center. Fantastic idea, but it needs to be like more. It needs to be like, there needs to be there needs to be a system. There needs to be a syllabus. It's a lot of effort to make something a legit sport, you know, even if it is just the paperwork, bureaucracy bullshit of it. Like, that's how you get something recognized as a sport. Like, it's only this last year, 2 years, that Muay Thai has been recognized as like a sport in like the UK and stuff, because I know they're pushing it into the Olympics and stuff. So there's been zero funding or zero anything for Muay Thai in the UK, and it's super popular in the UK, and we've got some fantastic Muay Thai fighters out of the UK, but government don't give a fuck. Like, it's wild, wild. So the fact that there's no support for programs like that in the amateurs and stuff like that, like you get it for Olympic martial arts like judo and such like that, of course. You get government kids programs for darts. Like, so yeah, it'd be cool to get it for Beyblade. It's a harder sell because it's such an equipment-focused sport where everyone's equipment can be different, which doesn't typically happen in sports. Like in tennis, everyone's got the same racket, they use the same ball. Same in like I keep picking sports that are basically the same, ping pong and tennis. But like I was about to say badminton. I'll stop with the racket sports. Baseball, they put restrictions and rules on what bats you can use. I mean, they do that with Beyblade as well. You can pick your part. So apples and oranges. But yeah, sports are heavily regulated, and just having a rule set and stuff doesn't necessarily make it a sport, or at least it makes it hard to explain as a sport to someone who, I don't know, like, I mean, I'm a professional MMA fighter. Talking to another professional MMA fighter, a lot of them would probably find it hard to agree that Beyblade's a sport. I can fight the case, but for a lot of people, it'd just be like, no, doesn't qualify. But like, I would class it just as much of like a sport as any of those other kind of sports. So like, what was it, cornhole? Like, it's underarm toss and shit. Like, and I'm not taking away from it. I love stuff like that. But yeah, if that's a sport, Beyblade can be a sport too. I need to catch up on chat. God damn, I hate the phone. I hate the phone for this stuff. Boom, boom, boom. I'm sponsored by Beyblade X. It's a sport, bro. Yeah, man. Team Bega. Join Team Bega and we'll make it a sport. Nah, bro. That's straight lies. Spike, sir. What? Did anyone even mention Spike? Blade went full zombie. I am full zombie. Hype for the next season of X. Hell yeah. Jank Maker, how's it going, dude? You all good? Don't retract what you said, bro. It's calm. Yeah, all chill. Agree with you. We can call anything a sport. We can call our shoes a sport. Our bed's a sport. Even curtain sport. Doesn't count, but we can literally call anything a sport. 180. I used to be pretty decent at darts, but me and my mate just used to chuck them at each other. I do love lamp too. Boom, 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 boom. My real, it's not worth it for TT. Nah, I mean, they're doing fine. Rich mahogany. My apartment smells of rich mahogany and leather-bound books. Go for a good orange right now. I could eat again, actually. I had dinner like, how long ago? Oh fuck, like 4 or 5 hours ago now. God damn. Not the same racket in tennis, different specs and sizes, interesting stuff. The more you know. See, exactly. Like if someone's looking at Beyblade at like a surface level, they just see the same thing spinning around, and what's the skill? What's that involved? It's only when you like look into it, and get like Eddie Bravo look into it, and you get into the real minutia and the nitty gritty is something that you can appreciate it for what it is. I'd go for a good defense blade right now. Hell yeah. No orange juice. Yeah, I like it. No defense blade over 30 grams. Oh god, the salt is real. The salt for defense types is real, which is very, very fair. Very, very fair to be salty over like crap defense types. Goddamn. Oh, should I order myself some more food while we're on chat? What have I got in the room that I can snack on? I got some snacks here. I probably don't need to order anything, but I will at least window shop what's available on Grab nearby at the moment because it's just past 10 o'clock, which means the big mall nearby is most of the food shops and that will start to close now. Macca's is still open. The pizzas. Never is a little tip if you come to Thailand. Never order for takeaway, so like on Grab or something, Pizza Hut, Pizza Company, or any of like the big pizza brands, because you'll be fucking disappointed. You'll order like a large or an XL or something like that, and it'll be like a tiny, like slightly bigger than one of those little microwave Chicago Town pizzas, because they're just the sizes they do for takeaway for bikes. If you want to get a takeaway pizza, order from somewhere that tries to do like New York or like a certain style of pizza, because otherwise, yeah, you're going to be smashed with some tiny ass thing. Boom. BX. Manny said that he would like to see a character holding a cracker box next season of X. Said anything is always on the table, a cracker box. So like literally like what do you motherfuckers over in the States get? Like those are like things, those are regular like things, I mean, like just boxes of crackers that people snack on all day. Like I'm not saying we don't get boxes full of crackers back in the UK, but it's not like a thing, you know. But I think it is in the States. What we need are base stadiums like the OG anime. Goddamn, if they start doing like the Great Wall of China with an X line on it, I'm fucking so for it. So for it. Got many spike bits or not that much? I know you have them. I have got 3. I got 2 from Rhino Horn. I got 1 from the Tyranno Beat combo, I think. Tennis rackets have custom lead weight placements. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. That affect balance. Custom grips. Oh, yeah. And so, yeah. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah. But yeah, that's the thing. Oh, taught Roger Federer everything he knows. But yeah. So yeah, man. Like it is the same with any sport. Like there are little things you have to pay attention to like understand what we're doing. Everything's pizza at the moment. Everything on here is pizza right now. God damn. I don't think my ass would appreciate me eating that much dairy this late at night. God damn. Maybe we get some chicken. I haven't had any chicken today. No, I had quite a nice dinner tonight, actually. It was just another takeaway delivery, but cheap as fuck as well, like always. But it was rice with creamy omelette, but this time it was with some beef steak, which I don't normally get out here, because most of the beef out here is ass, but this was actually quite decent. And it came with a pickled egg on top, which was really nice. And like fried garlic slices and stuff. It was good stuff. Roger will be able to throw fake Maybe X told him envision a character with a cracker box comes true in season 2 of X. Then the blade will codename the Sun Cracker. What the hell? I don't know. Is that a reference to some kind of cracker or something? It just sounds like I'm being racist right now. Cracker, cracker, cracker. I've got an orange here juice, but I can't throw it far enough. What should we have to throw? Okay. What's the pre-game breakfast for tomorrow, bro? So, it's not the same as I'd be having if I was back home. At home, I'd probably be having some oats and stuff. But I've got kind of like little croissant for some carbs. I've got a protein shake. I've got a vitamin drink. So pretty standard, like start to the day, normal. Like I'll normally have some kind of like carb source. Like if I'm being good, it'll be oats. If I'm being chill, it'll be something like, I don't know, like just some cereal or something. And then like tomorrow it's going to be a croissant. But yeah, I got like a vitamin drink that I'll try and have in the morning. about 30 something grams of protein in a shake. And that'll be my start today. I've got some nuts to snack on while I'm there. I've got some vitamin water to drink while I'm there during the day. But yeah, pretty chill. I'm not eating heavy throughout the day at the moment. Like it's pretty much just post workout that I need to like gorge, and then like my last meal of the day, I quite like to be a bigger one, and then I don't know. I don't like to feel heavy when I'm competing in anything. Like I know there's like a whole thing of like back to our prehistoric ancestors and stuff. We try and be as light as possible when we go hunting and stuff. So we like shit out as much as we can and all that crap. But aside from that, I've got Crohn's disease, and like trying to do anything, concentrate on anything, or like do anything slightly active when you've got like a full stomach, it's like it's not so much fun. And I don't really want to be stoned during the whole tournament tomorrow. So I probably just won't eat too much instead, dealing with that, because that's one of the main reasons I'd say I like to smoke my green, is because it's probably one of the only thing that gives me any relief from my Crohn's. Like I wake up a lot of days where if I wasn't able to have a little smoke, I'll just be fucking doubled over and just like useless for like the day, maybe the next day as well. Yeah, it's one of those annoying things that like really fucks you up, but because no one can see it, like no one gives a flying fuck. I've said fuck a lot. I must be getting tired and hungry. God, level up our throwing arms. You like when your bays are heavy. I like when my bays are heavy too. It is helpful. If I could throw that far, mate, I probably wouldn't be here. Instead, save the world. Be my sidekick, goat, a noble steed. Climb up on my faithful steed. Pardon me. Am I gonna rag on smoke some weed? I don't need to order any food. You guys are tempting me into temptation. But goddamn, it is 10:15. I will probably call it a day in the next few minutes if anyone did one test for smoke. What do you mean, did one test for smoke? What's the worst bit at the moment in your opinion? Oh, God, well, don't tell Pierre. Probably Spike. Quake. Well, Quake would have been. If, oh, hi everyone, did you have your tournament? No, that'll be tomorrow, dude. Thank you for stopping by. How are you? Oh, did I smoke on one? Yeah, they don't, like, it's one of those things where you don't really get drug tested like that. So with one, their official like drug testing partner is WADA, who do like the Olympics and stuff like that. So not the same as like UFC and whatever, USADA and whatever. One very, very rarely subject their athletes to any kind of drug testing. The ones you'll hear about will be like Demetrius Johnson, Mikey Musumeci and stuff like that, who are famously clean athletes, sorry. So yeah, they'll go on about how, they tested and they're all good and whatever. And then you'll never see any test done for someone like Aki Yamachu, or like Tanli, or like, I don't know, Anatoly. So Anatoly don't need to take anything anyway, but you will never see those guys being drug tested and stuff. Like, if you see someone who looks painfully, obviously roided to fuck on one, it's because they are. Like, especially like on the lower levels of combat sports and stuff like that, there is typically zero drug testing. So like the world of professional fighting, when you're not on the big organizations like a UFC or like Bellator that are a bit more on it with their testing. Like, I mean, even those, like, there's plenty that slip through the cracks. But yeah, man, like most of them just ain't doing that kind of testing, like RCC or oh god, my brain is UAE Warriors and something like that. They ain't spending all that money on testing all their athletes. Like, they don't want their shows to be called off because someone's failed a test or something like that. You know, yeah, like I always knew there was loads and loads of juice and nonsense in the sport and in the industry before spending so much time out here in Thailand. But now that I'm out here and I see and I've heard and whatever so much of it, like Nate Diaz was right, like all these, or Nick Diaz, sorry, was right. All these motherfuckers on steroids, you know. You get tested more for work. You probably would do doing something like that. My friends that work at like dockyards or like anything to do with the military or anything like that back in the UK had tested so much. But yeah, nah, one didn't test me for any green. They would, like, if they were like getting one to test everyone, then you'd have to be clean for a bit. But no, it's not an issue. Boom, BlaBX said we're gonna put his fan character Suncracker in the actual anime. Told him we can't do that. He'll get in trouble by TT. I don't know if he would be able to do that because he'd get in trouble. I just don't think he'll physically be able to put his own character in the anime. Or do you mean you're gonna make your own fan animation and do it? Because TT might crack down on you still then. I still want to make Beyblade X-rated and do like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged or like Dragon Ball Abridged style dub over Beyblade. That would be a lot of fun. There's Quake, and he said Spike was the worst. Well, that's the thing. After today, I've been crushed by Quake all day today, so I don't know if I can say it's the worst anymore. I'll say it for you, bro. They don't really test. Nah, they hardly ever test. They let their fighters come in overweight multiple times. Says it all. Yeah, it's but so. So here's a huge, huge other hypocrisy with one. So they famously have the hydration testing that other organizations don't do. And it's really sad to see like really cool guys like Rich Franklin and stuff get caught in the crossfire of this because he obviously just didn't think too deeply about it. But the reason one do the hydration tests is because how many years ago would it be now? About 7-8 years ago, they had a death from one of their TIE fighters cutting weight. So as a knee-jerk reaction to this happening, which is something that's happened in the sport before, rarely ever happens, but it does happen in the sport. As a knee-jerk reaction to this, like one is very famous for doing, especially in the early days, they imposed like a hydration testing rule. So they tried to outlaw like water cuts in the sport. In the space of, I think, less than 2 weeks, they had made a new rule system and everything like that for weighing in with them. Now, this is a thing that has been a problem in combat sports for decades, and no one's had an answer to it. And one are trying to tell everyone that they figured it out in less than 2 weeks from it being a fatal problem for them. So for one, that's fucking wild for anyone to like believe that they figured that out in 2 weeks' time. That's proper stupid. Anyway, but regardless of that, the way they have kind of justified it, they moved all the weight classes up by one, so everyone should be fine at the walking around weight. That's not the case. You can trick the hydration tests insanely easily. Okay, it's stupid how easy it is. You just need to drink a bit of distilled water, so that when you piss, it's clear. So it's not just full of all the kind of like minerals and crap that would be in dehydrated water, or the percentages. Okay, so someone could do their typical like huge weight cut of like 3 to sometimes 8 or more percent body weight, and then just guzzle down 250 mil of distilled water and piss clear. So, like, so there was my dumbass Um, for both my fights, I cut clean, cut properly how one wanted me. Actually, this room has pretty much the exact same layout as the rooms that I stayed in for my second fight with one. And I remember cutting weight on my own. I was sweating a little bit, but nowhere near what I would do if I was cutting properly for a fight. I had my sweatsuit on, and I was just jogging from that side of the room to the door and back for about an hour 45 on my own before weigh-ins, because my team at the time didn't send any corner team with me because they're absolute fucking legends. But yeah, so yeah, that's a big hypocrisy of it like that. And then like they do the post-fight weigh-ins, and that's another stupid policy that they have. Like after, you're not allowed to gain more than, I think it's 3% body weight back post-fight. But if you do, you get 3 strikes before there's any punishment. And the only punishment is that you're banned from that weight class and you have to move up 1. So what people have been able to do is come in, cheat the system with their weigh-ins and stuff like that, and then get 3 wins. And then on their 3rd win, they get bumped up a weight class because they haven't passed the thing for the post-fight weigh-in. And then they're top ranked in a weight class above that they haven't fought in yet, and then they're like, within another fight or 2, they're fighting for a title in that weight class because they're on like a 5-streak win. You know, it's insane. It's an insane policy. It's very, I'm not saying it's not been thought through, but it's been created in a way to be deliberately confusing, for there to be a lot of intentional grey areas, so that there's wiggle room for them to do what they want with the athletes they want to look after, and also punish the ones that they don't want to look after. And that sucks. That really sucks. But I mean, that's the entertainment industry at the end of the day. Like, we can talk about it being like sports and fair and everything like that, but that's not how they work. It's the entertainment industry at the end of the day. What are you saying, bro? Boom. Glorious, even worse. Yeah. Ubereem. The Meet the Bladers thing is back for Beyblade X, and the crazy thing is that they put Jackson Cross first. That's pretty crazy. I wish Bird would have went first since he's the MC. But yeah, maybe, have they done the others yet? Have they done anyone else other than X? Get tested more for your work, probably. Behind the scenes weigh-ins, Rod Tang missed weight yesterday by 7 pounds or something. Yeah, he was fighting my friend Dennis. Dennis Puric, the Bosnian menace. He's come to my class, but I've trained with him back at Tiger. Good guy, like nice guy. Trains hard, works hard. I think Rod Tang's a very hard matchup for him anyway, and it turned out to be. And he trained very hard to get ready for this fight, and he came in like a professional, just under, I think he weighed in at 134.5. And yeah, Rod Tang was like, so they were meant to be 135. I think Rod Tang, after cutting, because he failed hydration as well, was a fair bit heavier, so like probably around 150 or something like that. You might be right, it might have been like around 152 or something, but so a lot heavier. And it's not like we can necessarily just take everything for granted and believe what Rod Tang said, but he has been off for nearly a year. He's gotten like fatter and whatever, but I think he like broke his wrist or something during camp, so it affected his training a lot. And yeah, I think there were some other things going on health-wise for him that affected all of that, but at the same time, professional at that level, it's not an excuse. But yeah, it's one of those things where Rod Tang's going to be protected anyway by the organization. Like, they'll give him like a public slap on the wrist, but that'll be it, you know. It won't be anything more than that. I'm gutted for Dennis, because now he's got all those thoughts in the back of my head, like, if he was on weight and stuff, would it have been different and all that kind of crap, but you know it is. Keep my bell, right? I'm off, head out now. Beyblade X, take care, man. Catch you next week's stream if I can. I appreciate it, man. Take it easy. Thanks for stopping by as always, man. I'll see you next week, if not sooner. You can throw off the reading by sipping a bit of water before you take the test. And then the inside of your mouth has water inside. Oh, as long as, oh, so you do like a swab. Yeah, this one, like, we have to do a big old piss into a thing. Like, and when you piss into the cup, you got a dude staring at your dick while you piss in the cup. Which I was kind of surprised by. Like, they, for some people, they probably don't even bother doing that. But, like, for the ones I've done for one championship, like, you get assigned a guy to go with you, with your pot, and they just have to, like, you're just there, like, trying to pee in it, in the urinal and stuff, and they're just there, like, not blinking, you know, just, like, staring at your dick in a cup. It's, like, a little thing we do for combat sports. Like, I could probably get paid more money just showing my dick than I would do showing my dick and then having to fight someone for one championship, not gonna lie. Sorry, what y'all saying? To this day, I still believe that the Extreme Dash was the idea of Hasbro or inspired by them. Slingshot Reborn. So, what are we talking about? Sorry, we're just talking about piss tests. But yeah, so the X-Dash gimmick, like, in my mind, the original X-Dash gimmick was the Bay Ultimate Stadium. You love coming back to random points in the chat, and you just hear me talking about a Thai guy just staring at my dick while I piss in a cup for one. But yeah, for me, the original, like, like, dash kind of gimmick was the original Bay Ultimate Stadium with the revolving plate, because that was the only thing we had that, like, sped up your bays. And I still love that stadium. I need to get back to making the Winner Stays On in the Bay Ultimate Stadium series of shorts, but all my plastic gen bays are in, like, random combos at the moment for when I do the World Champs. But yeah, so yeah, I think for me that was the first original kind of, like, X type gimmick. And again, they reused that gimmick loads of times in stadiums over the years. We'll possibly see one in X at some point. Like possibly get something like that in X. It would make sense for them to just run through all the gimmicks from different generations and try and maybe put a bit of a twist on it for X, but I wouldn't be surprised. What would be amazing is if they had, like, a revolving X line. I don't think that would work very well with the bays. It'd probably be terrible, but wouldn't that be fun and inventive? Did I just see a chat message asking for my deck tomorrow? Might have missed this, but what deck are you running for the 20? Yeah, so I've talked about it a couple of times, but I'm more than happy to refresh. So as things stand, this is my current deck box. Bros Game and House Product, they are welcome to them. They are welcome to them. Just send me an anonymous check. TB 560T. I really like this combo. Also a bit of a wild one for me to pick because I haven't tested it as much as I have other things on Tyranno Beat at the moment, because I was so sure I was going to be using Taper on Phoenix. But I think this is the way to go. I think this is the way to go. It's a nice combo. I do like it a lot. And I know I'm not going to be the only person using it tomorrow, that's for sure. Some people are going to be probably using that combo, but also maybe on point. It's pretty good on point. I kind of wish I did bring a point with me to test more. But then we have El Clasico, Rod 960 ball. I don't know if Nanashi's still in the chat, but I have wiped all of the marker pen off of this blade. Yeah, it's so hard for me to win in the mirror match with this combo still. Goat using a banner account is one of the other GT champs in the comp tomorrow. Well, that's the thing. The other GT champs I was hanging out with, we were all testing together I say the other ones like I'm a champ, but like we're all testing together, so they already know what I'm using, unfortunately. Now here is, it's objectively a fantastic combo, but I don't know if I like it still. Is Wing on 360 Rush. Rush is fantastic, but it's one of those bits that I kind of like think as being, you know, we talk about there being like no bad parts and stuff like that. There's high skill and low skill parts. I think of Rush as one of the lowest skill parts. Like you can do some stuff with it, but it's not as versatile a bit. It's pretty much just launch and it'll be slow extreme dashes and a bit of a flower pattern from it all the time, no matter what you do. Even if you launch it this way, like it's not that versatile of a bit, but what it does do, it does very well. So yeah, it is good and it matches up well with Phoenix. Boom. Ball better for Hexa than Hexa for Rod, 100%. 100%. 100%. Juice, bedtime for you. Messed up my sleep last night. Did not want to repeat. Sweet dreams, brother. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you very much, man. I hope you're all good. They were using Bernadex. Probably that dude using Quake and Hell's Hammer. What the hell? Real Spike is high skill. You know what? Maybe it is. Maybe I'm just not good enough to appreciate how good Spike is. But yeah, I don't know, man. We'll do a stream or like a video sometime when we're just testing all the kind of like parts in X that get a bad rep, you know. So Spike, Quake, 580, like 480, Rhino Horn. What else gets this shit time? I don't know. Probably just those parts actually. X has been pretty good so far. And then all the other defensive bits, I guess. Spike, the unbalanced meta is coming. Yeah, just like suddenly they changed the rules of Beyblade and it's whoever stops spinning first wins. It suddenly spikes in everyone's deck. Shinobi Shadow is actually dog water. Don't even bother to try. Well, you say that. I've got a tournament next weekend. Not thinking ahead, I'm focused on tomorrow. But next weekend, there is a tournament that I'm going to. And in your deck, you have to have at least one Tyranno beat or one Shinobi combo. And I mean, I've got a few copies of Tyranno beat, so I'm definitely going to use one anyway, especially if it pays off tomorrow. But I think just for fun, I'm gonna use a Shinobi combo as well. I might ask them if they're gonna be like proper in for the memes, and if you're allowed to have like a deck purely of Shinobis. So 3 Shinobi blades, and you just get to switch around. The bits and the ratchets on them. That would be fun. I'd definitely like to try that. Bros live when I went to bed and when I woke up. Hell yeah. I've been watching you sleep this whole time. I live streamed it, Mim. I've been watching you. It's not the size, it's how you use it. That's the thing. Now, I think Spike probably will be better in the Hasbro Stadium, dude. But again, I need to test it. Sorry, Butt Flaps is going to bed. Send her a quick good night message. But yeah, it would be sweet if I could use 3 Shinobis in that tournament. That would be fun. Yeah, just got a message from Saber. The one and only Kiwa Saber. But yeah, it's what the fuck was on it? Yeah, if I could use 3 Shinobis, that would be fun. That would be a fun video to make, because I filmed all the stuff pretty much for that. I put up a post ages ago asking people to give me their combos if they're not allowed to use ball or orb or disc, like no stamina bits allowed, because we were doing a tournament that. I think I came second. I can't remember. I came second or third in that tournament. I can't remember. But I never ended up editing the video together out of all the stuff for it. Which I felt kind of bad about at the time, but I was so fucking busy at the time, man. So busy. And then I lost excitement about making the video, and then we filmed all the stuff for the Pokemon Gym Leader video, and that one took me like a little bit of time to edit together, so I just didn't do the no stamina bits tournament video. But maybe I'll when I run out of stuff that I filmed, I'll bring that one back at some point. Boom. I'll say GG when you say that. Boom. Spike will solo, wait till I pull up and everyone copies my flow. Spike is better in the Hasbro Stadium. There you go, Mim said it. Imagine having a good Shinobi combo. I'll try my best. Spike solos. Super glue 2 Shinobi blades together to achieve maximum weight potential. Need a video editor blade. Ah, bro. It's not even like that, because I really like, because like video editing has like just been a hobby of mine since forever. Not that I'm particularly good at it, but like even back when we had like our first like when phones first got cameras on them, I used to try and edit shit like back then when we got like our first webcams. We'd try and dub over stuff and do like random things, like we'd try and make like kung fu movies where we like, ha, my name is like, you'll kill my father, you'll burn down my house, all that kind of stuff, just extremely racist dubs over ourselves. Like we used to do our own version of like Jackass and Dirty Sanchez, and hopefully you can't find any of those videos on the internet anymore, but that was all stuff that I used to edit together. God damn, used to be in a band, would make like music videos, used to be involved with like quite a bit of filming stuff actually, and would get involved in the editing process. And then as I got older, especially with the martial arts stuff, editing together like instructionals. Done a lot of editing of instructionals over the years. Not like specifically just my own. You do some paid commissions for video editing for others on the side if you are ever in need of one. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I'll 100% bear that in mind. That's cool. Yeah, you should. You got like a fiver with your edits, because that's like something else I do. I don't know if you would have known about it, but one of my recent jobs, I was kind of like a full-time like content creator for a motocross guy. So I was going around to races with him, filming races, filming practices, editing shorts, editing like long-form vlogs, like just kind of like chats with him, and like so like filming and editing is like one of my many kind of like jobs that I do. So like filming adverts or like restaurants, shit like that, you know, shorts and reels, and then editing them together, like that's all like stuff I do. That's why unfortunately sometimes the channel is just a bit slower on getting stuff done. So yeah, like I probably at some points have had more time editing other people's stuff than my own for the channel, but it's always good to know that there's someone else out there who's available. One thing I have considered editors for in the future is when the Zone game comes out, for like, you know, chopping down like live streams and stuff like that, because I've realized whilst trying to do that myself, I fucking hate doing that side of editing where you've got like a 3-hour long thing and you have to condense it down to like 10 minutes to encapsulate that whole kind of thing. Like that's why I'm kind of like doing with the member stuff for the channel. That's going to be a lot less like big edits, you know, like something like the Pokemon gym video. I know it's not like mind blown or whatever, but even if it's not amazing, it takes time, like physically takes time to edit something like that. So yeah, because like all the little characters and shit like that animated to move and like it just takes time. Like I know it's just clicking, dragging, clicking and dragging and all that crap, but just physically takes actual time to do. So yeah, when it comes down to chopping down like long ass videos and stuff, like now I'm more on the side of just meh, probably not missing anything now, just chuck a bunch of footage away. So I'm thinking maybe when Zone comes out, if I do, which I will do, a bunch of streams playing that, like long ass streams probably at some point, maybe handing that footage over to someone else to like chop down into like some like not just the VODs that stay uploaded of the stream, but some actual like shorter VODs that are a bit more concise and like highly edited. But this is all hypotheticals for the future, because who knows what happens tomorrow. Like if things go well tomorrow, that could completely change what goes on in the next like few weeks and stuff. So, well, it will do, because it'll mean I have to get ready to travel to Malaysia. So yeah, you know, I'm staying loose, playing my cards tight to my chest. My wife told me the other day that in America, some of you in chat can confirm this. In America, instead of saying playing your cards close to your chest, you say playing your cards close to your vest. Is this the truth? Because to an Englishman like me, that sounds fucking wild. That sounds like that sounds like someone taking the piss. It sounds like something they'd say in like airplane or something like that, you know. Oh god, I'm French. I don't know. Je ne sais pas. Ugh. Yeah, that's something that she's off chat now. She's gone to bed, but that's something me and my wife would say, because our French friend would say, "Je ne sais pas. I do not know." So it's like, I do not know. I do not know. And if you aren't wearing a vest, you're fine. If Beyblade is a sport, we are actually an athlete. Yeah, we're gear athletes, bro. 100%. They wear vests over there, so maybe. Vive la France. Yeah, bonjour. I didn't want to assume with a name like Pierre that you were French, but bonjour, ça va? Comment t'appelles-tu? I am terrible at French, as you can probably tell from that very poor rendition of a greeting. I've spent a fair bit of time in France, though. Of course, growing up in England, we had French lessons in school and stuff like that. Very uninspired French lessons with our Metro textbooks. And I was actually with a French lady for nearly 3 years, like 2.5 to 3 years we were together. Traveled back to France with her a bunch of times. Thierry Henry is the GOAT. That is fair. That is a fair shout. Vavavoom. Vavavoom indeed. But yeah, her family, when we would go back to see them, were all in Lyon, which I'd never traveled to Lyon. Most of the time, I'd go to the south of France, or like visiting Paris through like Brittany and stuff like that. Because if you're in France, you probably know where I'm from Plymouth. So yeah, I'd spend like a few weeks at a time, like down in the south of France as a kid over the summer and shit like that, playing Sega or Dreamcast. But yeah, parlez-vous français? I remember like, what would I have been? I would have been like 6 years old or something. And I was staying with my friend and his family in their little chalet house thing. And we were by this dock, which now that I think about it, was obviously like deteriorating and falling apart. But we were kids, so we were just playing around on it. And the French dude was coming up, and clearly now with any level of context and critical thinking, I would have realized that he was telling us to get off of it because it's dangerous and stuff. And like a couple boorish British tourists abroad, like we were just shouting, "Parlez-vous anglais? Parlez-vous anglais?" Like, shut. And I can just see the defeat in this man's eyes at these two kids just shouting, like, "Can you speak English?" When he's just telling us and beckoning us to come towards him and get off this dock, because he couldn't go on it to take us off because it would be too dangerous for him. And he also couldn't tell us in English. And the two of us were just so stubbornly shouting and asking if he could speak English. Like, what a couple of absolute melts. It's fucking so stupid. So fucking stupid. It's ridiculous. But, oh God, I don't know. Just thinking about stupid memories like that keep me a bit more humble and aware now, I hope. Oh, goddamn. All right. Yeah, it's nearly 11 p.m. now. I should probably knock it on the head and chill out, get some rest and stuff. Are you saying nice or are you saying Nice? I imagine you're saying Nice. He's asking what city you're in. But yeah, I think I'll call it there, chaps. However, merci. Thank you very much for stopping by, everyone. Been really fun stream, been really nice to chill out. Like, otherwise I would have just been absolutely just like haunting this hotel room on my own, doing nothing. Actually, I say that, I probably would have just been watching Beyblade videos. So yeah, I appreciate the hangs, everyone. Thank you very much. Good luck for tomorrow. Thank you very much, Goat. I'll be trying my best. I worked out earlier because it's 364 competitors across 12 brackets. If you're competing from the brackets this time, you have to go 9-0. 9-0 to win tomorrow. Whereas starting from the top 16, like I will be, thank God, you only have to go 4-0 to win. So a lot more chances. But it also means everyone that started in the brackets that makes it to the top 16 has gone 5-0 already that day, which is pretty damn impressive. That's pretty damn good, you know. So yeah, it's not going to be an easy one, no matter where you're starting tomorrow. But I'm glad I only have to win or try and win 4 matches in a row rather than 9. It would have been amazing to be a hell of a story to tell if you go 9-0 to win the nationals tomorrow. But yeah, fingers crossed we do what we can. I'm going to fight my ass off to get that gold. Really want to go to Malaysia, so I want it to be sponsored because I ain't going to be able to afford to go to the East Asia Cup off my own back. I don't think this time around. I don't think that's happening. So yeah, fingers crossed we can pull out something special from our backsides tomorrow and smash it. But yeah, I'll stop rambling on. Thank you very much, Beybladers. Been super, absolute, real pleasant joy. I'll shout out some names, but yeah. Have a good breakfast / dinner. Petit déjeuner. I'll stop now, bro. My French is fucking ass. But thank you very much, team. Love you all. Have a good night. Have a good morning. Have a good afternoon. Take it easy. Peace.